I'm going to be testing 10 Minecraft myths right now. Starting off at number 1, this myth is that mooshrooms can only be transported around mooshrooms once. And we're going to be checking out if that's actually true. Here we have some mooshrooms. They're currently the red variant right now. I have them set as that. And this one basically summons lightning right at them. So if this is to be true, they will flip on and off for how many times I click it. So everyone knows that like they turn brown. This is common. You can get a bowl and milk them for suspicious stew if you feed them a flower. Forgot about that little part. If you feed them flour, fun fact, suspicious stew. But if you activate lightning again, which doesn't usually happen, but say you get struck by lightning, you've been keeping these and you tried to hold on to them, but say you strike them by lightning, they turn bad. So this is actually true. You can't lose your brown mushrooms, but then they get struck by lightning again and they're fine. So you can do this an infinite amount of times you really want. This myth is that when struck by lightning, turtles drop bowls. Alrighty, so you guys probably have heard that, like, you know, turtles drop bowls when they're struck by lightning. However, in the recent update, you might have not realized, but I am stupid and this is actually true. It's still pretty rare, and that's why I didn't figure it out. And I had to go in a completely different world a couple days later, and I had to strike over 100 turtles with lightning. So yes, this myth is confirmed, but it is insanely rare. Myth number 3 is that netherite is also blast resistant alongside being lava resistant and fire resistant. So many of you know that netherite is lava proof. However, is it explosion proof? And that's what I'm going to be testing right now. I'm just going to throw these all in right here and just, you know, light some TNT right in front of it. If this is to be true, it shouldn't explode, but we don't know that. We do know that they are lava proof though, and it does seem like they are gone. So yeah, so myth busted. Netherite armor is not explosion resistant. A more small myth, but something equally as cool. If you put wet sponges in a furnace, they'll drop the water into the bucket. If this is true, it's a very cool and small thing that I think everyone would love. You can actually see that yes, it is true. And if you put another bucket in, this should also fill as well. So if say you're in a world where there is only wet sponges, I don't know what circumstance that would be, but say you are, you would have infinite water source if you just put a bucket under it. A commonly tried and tested one is that the end portal will break any block you put in it no matter what. Although I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this, I tried putting in some ones that you've probably never seen in this, such as the light level block, jigsaw block, and the void block. I also put in a head, dragon egg, barriers, and some other things that are more common, but I am still curious nonetheless. I also put in an end gateway. So as you can see, yes, it does destroy everything. The end gateway isn't even there anymore. This is myth confirmed. So this myth is that snowballs can actually go through powdered snow and ignite TNT. Now, I had a powdered snow part because that's cool, but I think this is really interesting. So I set up a situation here where the snowball will light on fire if you were to throw it through this. And I can actually prove that by just, like, you know, seeing that, like, see, it goes on fire. And if I throw it at this, it should ignite the TNT behind it if this is true. And as you can see, it broke through and it actually exploded the TNT. This is something I don't think many people know, but yeah, even snowballs can get lit on fire. Myth confirmed. So this myth is that no mob can go over rails. So normally this is true completely 100%. Zombies cannot go over rails to attack villagers, neither skeletons or anything like that to attack any mob. However, if you've been paying attention closely to the snapshots recently, you'll notice that the Warden has a special feature which allows them to go past the rails. They completely ignore the general function, which shows that, you know, Mojang does understand this is a thing that happens, but they choose not to completely fix it. So the Warden will pathfight directly through the rails to get to its target. So, myth busted. But I think it's really cool and, you know, slightly concerning. The next myth is that no matter what you do, reinforced deep slate cannot be mined faster than its standard speed. So many of you have probably known that reinforced deep slate takes the same amount of time to break no matter what you use, whether it be a wooden pickaxe or an efficiency 5 pickaxe. No matter what you do, it's going to take the same time to break. So with this, you probably want to add haste, and you probably realize that haste doesn't affect it much either. So why not haste 255? And a lot of YouTubers have shown haste 255 has the same effect. It doesn't mine it any faster. No matter which pickaxe I use, it's not going any faster. However, every YouTuber has been doing it completely wrong. Since in Minecraft, haste 255 is the max it can go, but not the max it should go. The max it should go is 127, which is the amount that it takes to get to the limit of how fast you combine something actually. So you'll notice that my hand still moves, just very swiftly, and you'll notice that it also instantly breaks things. This isn't a crazy feature, it's just something that most people don't realize, but if you were to mine this with haste, it goes much faster. Not the fastest, but it goes as fast as possible that it can go. And most people don't realize this. So myth busted, it can be mined faster if you use haste 127, but I doubt you'd get that in survival. I think it's pretty cool because you probably don't think of these things as waterloggable, but most of these things are all waterloggable, and I'll show you right here that they're all waterlogged and in fact have this special feature. This myth is that frog spawn can be placed on any waterloggable feature. So to test this, I set up in multiple situations. This one, it proves it can, which seems weird because they're flush to it, and it's a fence post. This one, it's completely dry, except for the top, but I guess since it's waterlogged, it's fine. This is a stair, if you can't see, and that also works. These are leaves. They aren't even really watery. They're just filled with water, and that still works. A skulk shrieker. You can see the water on top, but I wouldn't want to place your babies on top of something that literally spawns a warden. Scaffolding. I guess you can see the water there, but like, why would you put anything on that? And even a trap door, where it doesn't look like anything really goes through it. It even looks like it's hovering above. That's because of my resource pack, but still, it goes on top of that. Myth confirmed, frog spawn can go on top of any waterlogged feature. And the last one's a fun and easy one. Yes, of course, dried kelp is the only food source that can be eaten in half the time. Now, it might not be any nutritious value, but it can be eaten fairly swiftly. I got my hunger down all the way to a half of a hunger bar, just to show you that this is how fast it does go. And if you entirely fill your hunger bar, it does give you quite a decent amount of saturation, but it is not the fastest by any means. I guess if you're in a pinch and you have nothing left to eat, I guess you can eat that, but I wouldn't go out and eat that on your own demise. But anyway, those were 10 myths you probably didn't know existed in Minecraft, and I hope you learned something about this today. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I had a lot of fun setting it up, as you can see. Have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Before I go, I wanted to tell y'all that I have a Discord at discord.gg/Wado, or the link shown here, and I also make a lot of TikToks, and I stream on Twitch. Please go down to the description to see those links, or go to my Twitter where I'll have a link in my bio. I hope you have an amazing day. I really want to make more content, that's why I've been doing it more regularly. See you in the next video. Bye!